Viewers, welcome to this reading. This reading is for all Aries and it's for right now. My dear Aries, this is about two important messages that you need to know right now, and it's timeless. You can click on it anytime and you'll be able to get these details for two very special messages. Starting with this section, I will do the first special message, and then I'll come to the second message. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you here. Thank you all for being here. My gratitude to all of you, my dear viewers, and my best wishes to each and every one of you. Now, for those of you who are interested in coffee cups, I'm just letting everybody know that you're welcome to get a private reading, a personal reading that can be done on WhatsApp, face to face, or even on the phone, but you can drink your own coffee and then take the photos, send them, and then I'll be able to do the coffee reading for you with two questions, up to 2 or 3 questions in mind. Okay, so 3 sips when you want 3 questions, 2 sips when you want 2 questions. If you don't want to drink the whole coffee, I always suggest Turkish coffee for those of you who love the coffee. Okay, now moving on, because I'm forgetting to say this, so anytime I'm remembering, I'm saying it for people to know, because it's new. After a lot of requests, I'm able to do the coffee cup, and it can be personalized. Okay, now back to my Aries and their first message. Let's have a look. The truth for every Aries. What is the most important factor that you need to know? Freedom. Freedom and success. That's what it seems to be on your mind. You want to have success, but you also want to have freedom without being your freedom being interrupted. So that's very intriguing. The first message, we're going to find out more about it. What else for my dear? What else in regard to the success and the freedom? The truth. We're going to take 2 messages. Okay, so we have got Uranus. Wow, freedom, which is, you know what? Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, and Aquarius is connected, and Uranus are connected to the Fool, a major arcana in the tarot cards, and that represents freedom. Again, the Fool. Oh my God, it's got the Fool here. Yes, I didn't know that. There it is. So Uranus is always connected to the Fool, and to Aquarius, it's the rule of Aquarius, and it's all about Aquarius, somebody that might be in your life that's Aquarius, but it's also about freedom, having embracing freedom, not losing your freedom. You don't want to negotiate your freedom. There's all of that about freedom, but it's also about success. I'll just uplift this for a moment. Yes, it says there's something that you want to do, just do it. Don't be reluctant. Go ahead and jump in. Do it. Embrace the unknown. It's okay, because rebelling without a cause doesn't get you anywhere. You will overcome any obstacles, and you are going to be, there's a great opportunity for you to take advantage of. So you do whatever looks like, whatever original idea you've got, put it out there, because it's going to work. There is someone that's going to advise you. And again, we've got 16, which is 7, which is all about freedom, connected to this year, 2026, and the Chinese year of the horse. It says, seeing things through the facade. You have got that capacity that you see things through the facade and see someone if they're putting on a face. I also feel like you might be dealing with an Aquarius who might have that capacity also. But being observant is the way to go. Wisdom with the owl. There could be someone leaving your life. Exploring the unknown, also with all to do with the owl. And you know what's going on, even though it doesn't seem, everybody seems to know, but you seem to know. And this is about your freedom, connected to the letter A for Alaska, Antarctica. And we've got 16, which is number 16. It could be, you've got number 9 here, connected to the Chinese year of the monkey, Chinese year of the horse. Freedom and overcoming an obstacle. Okay, we're going to take some messages from the tea leaves for in regard to freedom and your success. That's just too many. We're going to take just 2 or 3. I see, well, that and that and that. Okay, that'll do. Now, the first thing I see here is the beetle, which is all about abundance and wealth, good fortune, abundance and wealth. The beetle, that's that one. And then we've got the staff. Taking care of your health is very important at this point in time. The staff is about it says here, you will be taken care of in difficult times, and also taking care of your health. Then there is the mountain, which is all about challenges that you will overcome, which we saw that in this section here. Overcoming challenges, the mountain. And then at the end of it, you've got marriage. Many of you are getting married. Many of you will be proposed to. Many of you will be thinking about marriage and preparing for marriage, or even going to a wedding. But I feel like marriage is more than a wedding. So that's that one. Now I'm going to take on 2 messages from this deck to see what else in regards to your success and your freedom. And there they are. Let's see what they say. Oh, wow. Okay, so the accomplishments. The frame is about accomplishments and getting what you love. The frame shows steady income is doing well. You're organizing yourself well. All your accomplishments and putting things together. Some of you are working from home, considering working from home ongoing, like entrepreneurship, maybe self-employment. Some of you are wanting to do careers in arts and design. Some of you are putting creativity together and maybe thinking of working from home, but steady income is coming. But the heart, the golden heart, is about spending because you're excited. Emotional spending, maybe because joint finances, you're joining up with someone. Well, we've got the marriage here, so some of you are putting your money together and joining your finances together in marriage. That connects very well. Being supported, you're finally not alone, you're being supported. And it says you are going to have the job that you love. And in regards to career, there's counseling, there's some of you thinking of, guiding, supporting others, being in call centers, helping people. So all of that is possible. We're going to take on 2 more messages from another deck to see what else in regards to your freedom and success, my dear Aries. The most important first message for you, it says your health. So I was right about the staff, even though the tea leaf hasn't said it, but your health is very important. There's something that you need to free your body from, something that is elevating something in you. Maybe the starch, it needs to be removed, the sugar. These are the 2 things I can think of. And processed food. 3 major impacts that impact the health and bring on a lot of damage are processed food, energy drinks, of course, everybody knows that, sugary drinks, sugar itself, and starch, carbohydrates, severe ones. So you need to get rid of something that's affecting your health. Your health is talked about here, so you've got to pay attention to your health. And let's see the second message for all Aries. The truth. And it says your intuition is telling you something that needs you to take action. Success, partnership, success, both of them. Something that you need to take care of your health. Something you need to do. And also, your intuition is telling you about your success. So success is on its way to you also. Let's take on 2 more messages from another deck for this section. The truth, the freedom, and yes, there they are. Okay, so it does say, let's have a look. It says calling in your soulmate. So many of you are going to be, your soulmate will be coming into your life very soon. Trust. There is a situation that's calling for you to have faith and trust that your soulmate will be coming, and the person that might be coming in your life will be your soulmate. How amazing. It's sitting right here, the soulmate and the heart. How incredible is that? Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay. So the soulmate and the heart, and you've got the fortune and the marriage. It doesn't get any better. It's just magnificent. Now there is one more message for this section, and then I'll move on to the second one. We're going to take 2 messages from this tarot for every Aries. What else in regard to freedom, success? What else is needed to know? Okay, so we got 1. Wow, rewards. Beautiful. And more rewards. The 3 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. It doesn't get any better. We got minimal rewards where they're expanding your vision and making you look at the bigger picture. A lot of recognition and a lot of rewards. And then we've got material and spiritual prosperity with a lot of rewards with the 6 of... Is it 6 of Wands? Material and spiritual prosperity. 6 of Wands could be 6 of Pentacles. Wealth is coming. Prosperity is coming. Great rewards coming on their way to you. You are going to be applauded and really respected and the heavens are going to be, and the universe are going to be very generous with you. A lot of recognition and a lot of rewards and material and spiritual prosperity. That's what you got. That is magnificent. You truly deserve this, my dear Aries. I love that for you. And that was that message there. That was the first important message for you. Now we come to the second one. And let's see what the second one tells us. For all Aries, the whole truth. One incredible message. Oh, I don't like it when that happens, when one gets cut like that. Let's just do it so I can be certain the truth. Here we go. Peaceful resolutions. Peaceful resolutions. That's what it starts with. Now let's see. What about these resolutions and how peaceful are they? And what are they all about? The truth for this message for all Aries. Peaceful resolutions. Okay, so there they are. Wow. Nice. CEO. And that's very good. I love that for you. The bear. The bear is about being the boss, being a leader, taking control, coaching, learning, teaching. It's about wealth. We talked about fortune, didn't we, with the beetle? Look at that. Okay, I'll just put the wealth there so you can see it. Wealth. There it is. There. And we've got good fortune. I was talking about wealth and you got that. So there's going to be a lot of money, a lot of wealth, and many of you are going to be CEOs. Oh my God, this is incredible. I'm just shocked. Yes, it's got boss and CEO. And I know someone in mind who would love this reading. Okay, they're just about to become a CEO. Okay, how incredible. Okay, so finances, benefits, wealth. This is about protection. This is about strong, something larger than everything else, being rich and wealthy. And it is about healing. We got number 10 here connected to the Chinese year of the rooster or the snake. A lot of healing, something happening from now to 10 weeks or October, it depends. We've also got here the garden, and the garden is all about an event or a date or getting together with someone, meeting, or a community get together, something happening outdoors. Or it can also be about public venues, doing speeches or planning weddings. There's marriage. So some of you may be wanting to do your marriage in a public place or a public venue or an outside venue where there will be a lot of greenery. I would love to have something greenery like that everywhere, whatever I do in life. Love that. Okay, as for numbers, we've got partnerships here. So there could be, meeting someone in a park or getting together in a green place, an outdoor place where it's beautiful, community place. There could be an event happening, a party. There could be crowds. There's something that's transcending in partnerships also here. Very important. Wow. All right. Moving on to the tea leaves and see what the tea leaves will tell us about these peaceful, or maybe you're having peaceful resolutions in that area. The whale is not worrying about much, but it is about abundance. The whale is about wealth and abundance. And there's the rest of them. All great. So the whale is about something wonderful happening, and it's about wealth. And it says great worry over nothing, according to the tea leaf. Okay, the line is about strength, power, and the sign of Leo. Those of you who have got Leo or dealing with someone that's Leo, and it's time for action. Time to take action. Okay, the tankard is about celebrations. It is about fun, enjoyment, going out, getting together, partying, and all that. Exactly that. Celebration, fun, and enjoyment. We agree. Me and the tea leaf finally agree. I mean, I do agree. We do agree most of the time. Sometimes we're different. December. That marks the month of December. Whenever you're seeing this reading, it's timeless. December is going to impact your life on a grand scale. So I won't say the year. I will also say December is connected to people who are born in December, who are Capricorn and Sagittarius. No, Capricorn and Aquarius. Capricorn and Aquarius. Very interesting. Okay, December born. So let's leave it there and move on to the next level. We're going to take 2 messages from this deck for this peaceful resolutions, and we've got investment in gold and rising above money matters. You're transcending money issues and moving ahead, rising up the ladder. Wow. It says solid finances, investing with integrity and deep values. This is about banking, putting money in banking long-term, investing, working in banking long-term, positions becoming long-term, work positions, and satisfying work conditions with the gold. So things are going to be doing well. You got the heart here and you got the gold there. It doesn't get any better. And then we've got rising above money issues. No more money problems. You are going to be so wealthy and so comfortable. And of course, with the bear, being a CEO, manager, leader, abundance, wealth, you certainly will be rising above money issues without a doubt. So but for some of you, business taking off. Remember, we did say accomplishments and business, and we've got the fortune that was coming with the business. Some of you are starting your business, putting your accomplishments together to be self-employed and working from home. There was that. And now this, where it says the beetle. Was the beetle here? No, it was here, I think. No, it was right here. With the wings, the golden wings, this is about business taking off and a lot of profits, making a lot of money. It can be about spiritual work. It can be about finally finding your life's purpose, your mission, what you need to be, where you want to be. Some of you are becoming CEOs with the bear, so that could be that. Now, let's move on to 2 more messages from this deck for the peaceful resolutions. Maybe they're to do with your love life. Let's have a look. There's one. Well, we know your soulmate is about to come. There's the other one that didn't come out. I'll wait for it there. When they do come out completely, that's when I usually like to take them. Right. Okay. Moving on to this level here. What have we got? We've got here, making the effort is going to be important, and retreat. Okay. So it says make the effort. If you're not emotionally available, make the effort. Even for these peaceful resolutions, there will be peaceful resolutions if you communicate well and try your best and make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take, because there is going to be great love coming. Don't forget the soulmate is coming here, and having trust is very important. We got that message here. Trust. There's a situation calling for you to have faith and trust. There will be you're transcending your relationship to the next level, just like we had marriage. Look at this completes it. Engagement and marriage. So many of you are getting engaged and many of you are getting married. The reason I say that is because your relationship is ascending to a higher level of commitment with this card. That's magnificent. That's why they're saying make the effort. Many of you will be going on honeymoon, going on a retreat with someone, spending time alone, disconnecting from the world, and just wanting to be with someone and enjoying your time together. Now I'm going to take on 2 messages from another deck to see what else they want to tell us, clues, timing, anything they want to say about peaceful resolutions. And there they are. They just jumped out. Here we go. Let's see what they're saying. It says, don't let pride stand in your way, whatever happens. All the synchronicities are showing you to pay attention to details, to the signs that the heavens are showing you. They may be cautioning you about being careful, look for the red flags, but also don't let pride stand in your way. You will overcome a situation and move forward and heal. There is healing. There is synchronicities and signs helping you to heal a situation. Timing, I would say from 6 to 10 weeks from the time you see this reading. And then finally, I'm going to take on 2 more messages from these tarot cards and see what else you need to know. You are going to be empowered, and there is a Leo involved. The truth for all Aries, we got 1. And for peaceful resolution section, and we got the 2. All right, perfect. Let's have a look and see what the answers are. Wow, it does. Isn't it amazing? We got the Fool again, which is this card here. But I'll talk about this. The 2 of Swords shows that something has reached an end. There's mental anguish. There's a lot of conflict between you and someone, and something is really ending. There's no more you can do. It's an area of your life where it's meant to come to an end. Every attempt is failing, a dead end. So when that happens, what do we know? We got to know that there is someone new coming. There's a soulmate coming, a new life, a new happiness, and a lot of rewards. So whoever you're dealing with that's very complicated, it's going to be over. You are going to be released. This is the Fool, a new beginning and freedom, just like the Fool here. So we got 2 cards of the Fool connected to Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, connected to freedom and a great new beginning that brings you freedom, that you don't have to worry about a thing anymore. Carefree life, no worries in the world. So whatever's happening, it's just going to transcend you to levels beyond where you are today, and there'll be no more anguish and no more problems. And I love that for you. That is the end of your reading. My dear, I should bring this down a little bit so you can see them well. There we go. I should have done that before. Here we go. My dear Aries, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. And your feedback, of course, I love. It's vital to know if you're loving these readings. And I wish you abundance of blessings in everything you do. Namaste.